Well, hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. My name is Tyler, and today we have an unboxing for you. More of an unbagging. I should start an unbagging series. That'd be lame, but anyways. So, this comes from BladeHQ. I know exactly what this is, and I was supposed to have this in my hands approximately 2.5 weeks ago, but due to kind of a confusion with BladeHQ and their shipping and maybe an issue they had on their end or two, it's here. And as you can tell, it is a Civivi. And no hating on BladeHQ. I mean, stuff happens, you know. That's not what I'm saying. I like BladeHQ. I think they're my second favorite retailer to purchase from. Short of maybe White Mountain Knives. I love White Mountain Knives. Use my promo code EEDCWNK for 10% off. Anyways, my unboxing knife for the day is the Kershaw Launch 10. So this is a Civivi. Some of you may be able to guess what Civivi, but I could not wait to get my hands on the Civivi, more so than actually the Civivi Brazen, but the Civivi Brazen really rocked my world. So let's see if this one can do as well. And if both of these are awesome, then they're pretty much 2 for 3 on their last new releases, because I'm pretty stoked on the Brazen. Alright, so your typical Civivi stuff, right? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Civivi Riffle. I was pretty excited for this, and I think I'm going to show you guys why once I open the blade, but let's go over some things first. So this is a micarta, and actually this is a decent feeling micarta. Feels very similar to the Keen Natter, but the Keen Natter felt, I guess, a little bit more, I don't know, maybe not much different. I don't have it anymore, but this feels a little bit more textury in a good way. We have a deep carry pocket clip that once again is not recessed, but it is ambidextrous. As you can see here, you can mount it on both sides. We have a captive pivot, as you can tell by this right here, the Civivi logo. Pretty nice. We have an opening slot with some jimping on the blade right here, which we'll show the blade in a second. The pommel of this knife has this weird little curve, and it's so basic right here. Like, this curve going downwards is so basic. It's not like I should have closed that knife. But as you can see, this has the curve. This is the Civivi Trailblazer. It has the curve. I'm sorry, the Civivi Badlands Vagabond. What the hell? Has the curve, but it kind of like doesn't square off and then come straight back. Like, this is almost like you took like a triangle, heated it up, and bent it. You know, like it's interesting looking, right? These are T8 screws just by looking at them, and I'm assuming what is a T8 pivot, more T8 screws, and T6 on the hardware here. Very deep carry though. As you can see here, the only thing that's going to be sticking out of your pocket, it's going to stick like this. This is how it's going to sit in your pocket. Nice and rounded with pocket, and there's not going to be hardly anything sticking out. Typical Civivi, we have some recessed liners going on here. Let's see here. Awesome, we have the lanyard pin. I'm going to call it the lanyard pin in the back. Freaking love the lanyard pin. It's not obtrusive. It's where I would carry my knife if I had to put it on a lanyard, so that's freaking awesome. The blade centering is coming in at perfectly centered. Wouldn't expect anything less. We have no detent rock. A very interesting looking pivot going on right here. It's like a cutout, and I love the cutout pivots. I think it's pretty cool, but it's like squared. Like, this knife is like squarely geometrical, and then they like manipulated the squares. It's kind of cool. And it does feel comfortable, and it doesn't look like it's going to peck anything. I wonder if you can push button it. No, but it doesn't look like you're pecking anything with this. It's squared off. It's nice. They could have kept it out at a point. They didn't. They squared it off probably for comfort in your pocket. But if you guys know me at all, I don't use the flipper tab. I use the reverse flick. So this is the Civivi Riffle, huh? No up and down, no back and forth. Lockup's coming in at about 30%. I like that. This doesn't have a finger choil, which is unexpected. Most Civivis do. But this is a really cool blade shape. It's just, I kind of thought it was going to be more exaggerated, similar to, again, the Plethoros, favorite blade shape, probably least favorite Civivi knife that exists. But it has a very, very deep belly. I'm going to call it a drop point, but it's kind of like a I don't know. If drop point, I would imagine coming straight back down. This has this rounded edge down here. There's no swedge, so it's a really clean looking blade, but the edges are chamfered and there is jimping going on right here. Not a review, guys. I'm not trying to review this. I'm just giving you guys some details that I'm noticing. This is the first time I've ever handled this, so I want you guys to kind of come with the journey with me, right? Very large opening hole. I'm assuming is very easy to access, and a very like huge full flat grind, which that's what I love so much about the Plethoros. It was this deep belly with a huge flat grind, making it down to a very, very narrow tip behind the edge. And it was like perfect. The Plethoros blade is like one of my favorite blade shapes in existence. Nice and slow. Let's slow it down. I'm going to go in slow. So that is a extremely sharp blade to be able to go into slow motion and just cut just fine. I mean, no effort put into that slice right there. Like, I'm not pushing or anything. It's just dragging along the paper. Literally letting the blade drag along the paper, and it comes to almost a cut sheet of paper. So that shows you guys how nice this edge came in, and the edge, I'm going to start inspecting these after that off-grid. Once again, Civivi's coming in. I don't know if you guys can see it, almost at a mirrored edge again, guys. Like, what the heck is going on here? Let's see if I can get you guys some lighting. It's like their edges have gotten a lot more beautiful, and maybe they were always like that, and I just never paid attention. So ergonomically in hand, it does kind of cup your hand in the back, but in a very gently comfortable way. This is how much of the knife's sticking out, so you definitely get a 4-finger purchase or 4-finger grip on there. And it's not super uncomfortable. It does feel a little blocky, so I can kind of feel it over here by the liner. I can kind of feel a little bit of it, but not much. And once I readjusted my hand, I don't feel too much. I do feel this part of it in my hand right here as I'm tightening down, but it doesn't feel like a hot spot. I don't think it will be. Just wanted to do that again. All in all, guys, this is a Civivi Riffle. It's actually, so far, I really enjoy it. I think it's a pretty sweet looking knife, and I'm excited to review it. Sorry that this unboxing might have went more review style. Like I said, I want you guys to kind of see the knife how I started seeing knives, which you don't get to experience, like just the critical and the analytical aspect of it if you don't get a lot of knives in. It's just by virtue of having a channel. I think I see so many that your excitement for the knife in particular goes down, but your excitement for experiencing the knife and experiencing all aspects of the knife, I think, go up. So it's just like you're able to focus more on the details rather than your emotion taking over on it. So that's just kind of taking you on the journey of what it goes through. So the action, really cool. I didn't try the flipper tab yet, but the flipper tab works just fine. Clearly zero effort put into there. And can we get it? Yes, we can, but that looks stupid. Interesting. This has internal stops. Look at that. That's nice. I like the fact that this has internal stops. There's something about internal stops that's really cool. I was wondering what that liner was that was sticking out a little proud. I'm like, that's ugly. And then I'm like, oh, wait, this thing has internal stops. That's awesome. So very, very cool little knife. I'm very excited to experience what the Riffle has to offer. My name's Tyler, guys. This has been Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great freaking day. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. It genuinely means a lot. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. If you didn't like it, give me some feedback in the comments below and hit the thumbs down button. In case you guys don't know, I do have a Patreon, which will be listed right here. In that Patreon, we're giving bi-monthly giveaways to just the Patreons based on the number of Patreons that we have in the Patreon. We will also be giving discounts on all the knives that I sell based on the number of patrons. My name is Tyler. This is Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and have a great day.